So good afternoon, I am Dr. Sajiran, and for today is something regarding knee injury. Ano yung experience ko as a doctor suffering and trying to recover from knee injury. So first of all, before mag-start, linisin ko muna to. Okay? See you. So, napansin nyo, sobrang dami kong ginawa, but sobrang dami kong ginawa, pero essential sa person na for me, my personal opinion, ang sasuffer sa isang um, knee injury. Actually, second time ko na, no, it's third time, second time for this, like, essential sa knee injuries, as much as possible, malinis ang place, kulang sa distraction, kasi you are parang limiting the weight on the affected knee, as much as possible natin to, hindi to siya gagalaw for at least few days post-injury, kasi the essential part sa first few weeks is yung promote healing sa affected knee. So accordingly, I'm not an expert in this pero this vlog purpose is to share experiences, humbling experiences sa pagiging pasyente, especially pagiging pilay. So wait lang, nasa-stress ako. Again, sa hindi pa nakakilala sa akin, I'm a doctor, but sometimes passion ko, hindi naman passion, hobbies ko is something related sa electronics, especially sa music. Kaya pansin niyo may gitara sa side, and books ng doctors. Tapos, mga gadgets, and yun. Still, kahit linis na ako, hindi pa rin siya malinis. But, yun, sa stress talaga ako. Linisin ko muna. So essentials. First, the injury happened about 7 days ago. Day 7 na po ako ngayon. What happened was, I was about to ride sa cycle, and inakyat ko to. So, ginamit ko. Eventually, lahat ng weight ko napunta dito sa knee na to. Then, through twisting motion, nauna po yung femoral area. Iwan po to siya. So, itong kneecap, so ito compare natin ha. Itong kneecap, ito po, pumunta siya sa side. So, it's actually it's as an EMT doc/doctor/nurse, may experience na ako sa mga pasyente ko, and during that time, since second experience ko na to, what I did was, feel ko na dislocate, tumba ako. After ko natumba, syempre panic lahat ng mga tao. Presence of mind, kailangan ako pa yung masakit of course, pero as parang sa initial part is alam mo lang na dislocate ka, and sobrang yung may something sa nervous system natin na binablock yung sobrang pain. So that time nasa intakto pa ako, so ako pa nagutos sa mga tao anong gagawin. First of all, kapag hindi ka kasi train, as much as possible hindi mo i-reduce yung, but since health professional ako, I instructed them to straighten my legs like that. So that time yung patella na to nandito, spontaneously bumalik siya, and syempre it's something na hindi nila maintindihan, pero yung nag-straight ng legs ko, na feel nila nag-pop daw. So at least naman nila hindi ako nag-acting lang. So eventually, inarga ako sa ambulance, diretso sa hospital, since doctor ako in-order ko na pain meds through IV. Then I instructed them to put an ice sa affected area. So yun, then I immediately called my friend na residente ngayon sa rehab, doktor. So advice, of course, the rise principle, rest, ice, compression, elevate. Tapos as much as possible, yung pinaka-importante doon, rest. And he instructed me na as much as possible din, sa Shokan kasi ako that time, sa parang kung saan ako assign, malayong lugar, to go directly, diretso sa Zamboanga and seek consult as much as possible, pa MRI. So yun, 2 days pa ako nakastay sa sa Shokan, kasi during that time, may dalawa ng parang pasyente na delikado yung for EMOC. So since kaya ko naman i-manage muna for a while, so I stayed. Then yun, update lang ako sa aking friend. So although doctor, kasama doon is immediate order for x-ray. So connections pa rin. Kinontak ko yung friend ko din na nagtitraining ngayon for radiology. So wala namang bali, and true enough, patellar na lang talaga, patellar dislocation lang po yung nangyari. So yun, continue management, continue payments lang muna. Sinundo ako ng parents ko, then umuwi kami ng Zamboanga. So mga essentials, first of all, ito yung parang bike meron ako niyan kasi as a parang doctors community, minsan nagiging idle yung work action man, pero mostly take after sa pasyente is mostly doctor's orders, paperwork, tapos yun. So tumaba ako, so I was planning sana to manage my weight, pero yun nga, napabayaan ko self ko, so tumaba ako. So part siya na tawag dito, risk factor for the patellar injury. So yun. Then next is camera. Bought some crutches. The main goal is to limit the weight dun sa affected site. Sabi nga dun sa therapy case, 25% lang muna. So hindi, 50% pala. So 25% hip toe, 50% ball of the foot, affected foot. Then kalimutan ko pa ng 75, but 100% is the whole. So the reason was to allow healing. Then part ng management is of course pain meds, and yun, bracing as much as possible dito. So kanina may mga ko dito pinalikot. At since nangyari na kasi ito sa akin dati, meron akong sariling knee bracing. Ito po yun siya. That time hindi pa uso yung na-aksidente ako, hindi pa uso yung Lazada, so mahirap mag-order ng mga ganitong stuff. So hindi ako pumunta sa, pero since uso naman yung online shopping ngayon, so mahirap mag-order ng ganitong stuff. It costs 1.7, and I found sa Lazada. Kailangan ko bumili kasi tumaba ako, as I have said kanina, and hindi na to siya magkasya sa akin, so kailangan ko bumili ng bago, according appropriate sa size ko. So para sa bracing, again, protection kasi injured ang knee, so kailangan mong gagamitin pa siya, and minsan uncomfortable siya. So yun, kanina may mga extra paddings ako, inayos ko. Ang purpose ko is, since habang nag-wait ako sa item, ito muna magiging temporary cover niya para gamitin ko yung old na yun kasya sa akin na padding. So important, psychological, as a highly active individual, kailangan immobility is really stressful. So kailangan may adjust yung goals mo na hindi siya maapektuhan despite being immobilized, being paralyzed, na hindi ka maging stagnant. And at times may mga depressing moment, bakit nangyari ito sa'yo. I question myself at pinabayaan ng self ko, from somewhere 70, naging 86 yung weight ko. Although, for the past 2 months, 3 months, tinatry ko siyang i-control, i-limit, ibaba ang weight ko. But, siguro for another vlog, it is hard to manage weight kapag you're living in a stressful parang lifestyle, stressful job. So, before I'll go to sign out for this, I know this is first episode pa lang, sign out for this vlog. This parang modality, binili ko as instructed by my friend sa rehab. Part ng treatment is putting hot compress sa affected area, kasi it would promote blood flow. Kaya magulo talaga ang room kasi lalaki, techie. So, mas mabilis siya and less toxic compared sa kapag sariling sikat mong iinitin ang tubig din lalagay sa somewhere hot water bottle. Ito, kurente na lang siya. Then later, demonstrate ko paano siya gawin. So, that's all and thank you. So, kakatapos lang nag-init. So, niready ko na actually. Support lang sa bed. Tapos, ito, ang purpose lang ito is minsan sobrang init niya to, pwede mong ikasunog balat. So, there are potential complication din para sa pasyente. So, since ito sariling sikap, so, iwas-iwas lang. Pwede mo ilagay lang dyan. So, ang purpose naman kasi is ng hot compress is to promote good circulation. So, with good circulation, kakaroon ng faster healing. And sarap siya. So, minsan, ang gagawin nyo is find some ways habang nilalagay siya dito to parang fill in the time. So, ngayon, may binabasa ako something about sa ACLS kasi may training next week. So, yun lang muna. Nilagay ko muna to siya dito and i-charge ko rin kasi yung phone. So, that's all.